spacing.
Turf back the opposite way around, so turf side down, and you put it on the tree, and you can just push it down gently, and that should give it a bit of a fighting chance. In this case, it's we'll get better at it. So once we've planted the tree in an upright position, I think that's because I didn't split the turf. It doesn't actually matter so much because we're going to put a guard on it. So these guards unravel as the tree grows, so it shouldn't cause constriction of the tree. So there are a couple of, in each one there's a couple, so make sure you don't put two around one tree. So we just simply wrap it around. And this will stop any grazing from rabbits or deer that may have happened, or voles. So that really protects it. It also provides essentially a greenhouse light. So the climate inside is a bit more stable and better for its growth. And so once we put that in, then we just dry this in, and hopefully you'll all manage to do this with your hands. We do have gloves, so you should be able to push it in with your hands. It's quite soft ground. Once we've done that, just leaving the top, then that's set to grow. It's as simple as that. I'm going to continue down this line. What we're aiming to do is
I'll have some idea what I'm doing.
Yeah. So we're doing it 2 metre spacing. I've got a tape measure. Some of you will have a kind of wingspan the same as me, which is that much. It's about 2 metres. And we don't need to do it that accurately, but just to kind of do it approximately so that we're getting the spacing right. It's quite nice to have a little bit of difference in spacing, so it doesn't look too uniform. So that's about 2 metres.
Well, we'll achieve that.
So we need to plant another one here. So just to show you again how it works. First of all, we dig up a square. You can just go around with a shovel. You might need to use a bit of weight. Some of the spades that we've got do have lips on them, which is going to damage your roots less if you're putting as much force as I am into it. So you can then undercut the turf, take it out, and cut it in two. You're then going to take a decent depth out. Remember what I said about planting, we don't want it too deep. We only want to cover the roots and a couple of inches above it. We don't want to put it too deep. In this line we're planting pine all the way down. Please grab another pine. We don't want to plant it over the roots. So we only put it in as deep as the roots. And then we backfill it with soil. It's a job for 2 people, it makes it a lot easier. Then you get the soil out, so you get the air out from around the tree, and then you put the turf back in, with the turf side down. That reduces the competition. And there's another one.
Okay, Joseph, only another 2,000 to go.
We might like
1,000 to go.
Do not eat the soil later. Then we get the vine wrap for the tree guard. We wrap it around. It's going to be there until it totally outgrows it, and at which point we can come round and recycle it. It's really to maintain the height, so that the height is going to be, you wouldn't get a deer browsing that one at the moment, right? And also so that the bark, because rabbits like to eat bark, is thick enough to stop them from eating. So it's kind of, it depends on the site. It'll be as long as it needs to be. At which point we can come back and we can recycle it. So, yeah, you might like to wear gloves for this bit because you see how it has a wee bit of force in the palm of your hand. And there we go, another one. So hopefully you're kind of getting an idea. If you do know how to do it now, you feel confident, we can find you some sites. We're going to plant in a number of corners. I've got some planting schemes, so we're going to get somebody manning each corner, and then we're going to be planting different species. It's going to be a little bit tricky to start off with, getting your head around the lines, getting the idea of we're alternating on species. You're going to have to understand what the difference is between the species that you're planting in a particular spot. But give it a few minutes, and by 4 o'clock this afternoon you'll be pros.